This is the two-seater ride-on car. It is perfect for two little ones to ride together or for one bigger kid to have plenty of room. The seat is spacious, 21 inches wide, so it's super comfortable. The car is a 24-volt model, which means it's faster than most other ride-on cars out there, with speeds from 2.5 to 5 miles per hour. The most beautiful thing about this car is that it has a remote control, so that you can have peace of mind and turn on the brake when you need them to stop if you're in a crowded area, or you can turn the direction for them. It is a huge safety feature because it works at an effective distance of 49 feet, and one button can stop the car instantly and lock it so that your child can't drive manually until you unlock it. This gives you so much control and keeps your kids safe. It's also a very luxurious ride. It has a double spring suspension, large knobby tires for a smooth ride. There's also a soft smart so your kids' heads don't get jerked back. And it has two 3-point harnesses for the little ones. It even has Bluetooth connectivity so your kids can play their favorite music. And it has working LED lights for night driving and a little storage space in the back for drinks and snacks. It's basically a mini SUV for kids, and it's an absolute blast. I highly recommend this car. This car is amazing. The charging was super simple. And if you want to check out my other video for the installation, you can go check that out.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to put this cute pink car together. Now, this can be in any color that it comes in, but this one is currently in pink. The first step is just to remove it out of the package and then unwrap all the individual plastic wrapped pieces. By doing so, you're going to get to the package that has the instructions in it, and then you're going to be able to flip the car over. As soon as you open the instructions, this is the first thing it says to do. So once you get the car out and you flip it over, you're going to open this up, connect these two, and you're going to hear the roar of the engine. Next, it says to flip the car over. You're going to want to use a soft surface for this so you don't scratch up your car. The bag that it comes in is actually really soft. Don't let your dog try and run away with it and use it as a blanket. I also did it over our rug and put it on top of that, and then it was a lot easier to assemble the entire thing. You'll notice on the bottom a lot of things are zip tied, and so that's what you want to go through first and do is cut all the zip ties, make sure that everything is accessible, and you're going to start removing the pieces that it says to remove. Next up, you're going to take these two square pieces, pop them in, and you have 12 screws. You're going to pop those in and use a screwdriver or a drill to get them in. I just hand screwed them just to show you that you don't need any power tools to put this together. Next up, you're going to take the rod, unscrew the washer and the bolt on the end. Make sure that you don't drop them into your car because it is really hard to find the pieces afterward. Once you do, you're going to lift up on those side things right there. Pop the rod through. It's going to go all the way through and then out the other side. You're going to pick up the other pieces that go with the tires. It actually matches the pattern of that white piece right there. You're going to pop them in so that they're actually going to go right snug inside. So as I pop this on, you'll see that the pattern matches up. Make sure that it's slid in all the way and not sticking out. From there, you're going to take the wheel. There's an outside and there's an inside. This is the outside because that's where your hubcap pops on. That is the inside, and it's going to go right on in there. You can pull the rod out. You're going to put the washer and the screw right on the end there. You're going to tighten it up. You're going to do the other side, and then you're going to place both hubcaps on and clip them in. Next up, I'm going to show you how to do the front axle. Basically, you use this little plastic tool to untwist any of your screws and to tighten them down. Try not to lose them again in the car. Follow all the instructions to complete installation of the front axle, making sure that this is lined up in the hole that it's supposed to go in. Once you get the bolt and the washer off both sides, you're able to see where this turns around, slides, and fits on the axle. Don't worry if you turn it over and forget that you need to hold it together. If it falls apart, that's okay. It's very easy and simple instructions to pop everything back together and place it right on the axle. If you place it on and it's not going all the way down to where you can get the washer and the bolt back on, it's because you don't have that bottom part twisted to fit the actual axle. There we go. It sits right on it just like that, and then you're able to put the washer and then the screw right back on and use your little tool that it comes with to screw that up tight. Next, head to that center post and place on your bolt and tighten it up, and then move on to the wheels. At this point though, it's time for a snack, so make sure to get yourself a snack, as assembly does take some time. You're going to put the wheels on just like the other ones. I'm going to skip this part and head on to the next. Next up is the wheel. You take the front cover off and you place 2 AA batteries and screw it right back on. This part was a little tricky as it was a little hard to understand, but you untwist this screw right here. You're going to place it in the slot where it needs to go, and then you're going to make sure that it can be threaded back through to tighten back up. This bolt stays in there, so you don't really want to take that out. Many of the last pieces, you're just going to find the slots that they need to go to and pop them right in. When you are installing the back seat, make sure that all the wires are tucked up underneath so they do not get in the way of where the seat clips in. Once they're in, you can use the screws that come with it and screw them right in, as well as the back seat.
Yep, I clicked it. So
Your remote control is located in the box. You do need 2 AAA batteries to make this work, and it automatically connects to your car. It is so cool, but there's instructions if you have any problems.
oh, that's cool. Yeah.